Okay, so here we are now, about to leave Tweed Heads. Had a good time in Tweed. I've got the bus booked in at a bus mechanic for Wednesday. It's currently Monday, whatever date it is. Ria's going to go off and do a massage, and I'm just going to drive the bus. I've found a street looking on Google Maps which is reasonably good, and apparently we can't park around Queensland because we're almost in Queensland now. We're right on the border of New South Wales and Queensland, and definitely have been informed by motorhomers that there's no free camping around Queensland. It's all punishable with fines, but I'm willing to give it a go because we've got no choice. I've got my argument is that we've got two kids. I love singing loudly to teach them how to sing. We've got a dog, and everything about what we do in caravan parks is deemed inappropriate, you know? As soon as I get in the caravan park, it's like, oh mate, you know, that bus is pretty big, and oh mate, you can't go, can you put your dog on a lead, mate? And oh my god, you know, everyone's so judgmental. We're not really in that game, so we just float around in nature. I do what I want with my children at whatever level I want to do it, because I don't have to worry about what people think when you're parked in a place like this, which was nice. But we are getting a few strange looks now, which happens after a week or so. It's a big industrial area. Main thing is we got away with it. We didn't have any dramas, no one yelled at us, and we are out of here. Chat to you when we get to Arundel. I've just looked at a place on Google Maps. I'm going to park the bus up there. Like I said, I've got an appointment on Wednesday where I will have the bus looked over and a few things tidied up. Alright, let's hit the road. Okay, you ready to go, guys?
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, another beautiful morning. Look where we are. Parked up again in Queensland now we are. I've got the bus booked in for a look over this morning. They're actually going to put the bus on a hoist, which is quite amazing. And I'm going to fix gearbox leak, adjust the brakes up, getting a very low brake pedal now. Service, just a few little minor things, should be done in a day. Anyway, we'll get the bus down to this mechanics, and fingers crossed they do the right thing for me. That looks pretty cool, hanging in the air. Good morning, hello, welcome from another side of the road experience. Parked here last night. Actually yesterday had the bus looked over and repaired by some really nice mechanics local here, just actually up the road. They were very good. They adjusted all the brakes on the bus, tidied up the gearbox oil leak, which I haven't checked this morning. I'm going to check it now. And looking dry. Still got to get new tyres, because this tyres, as you can see, this tyre's looking good. Got the finger depth in there. But on the other side, I've still got scrubbing going on here. You can see getting very low now. Almost no tread left there, so I figure I'll put some steer tyres on the buses. I had a quote of $470 to put the tyres on each fitted, so that's pretty much $1,000. But that's not the most dramatic story of the day. The dramatic story of the day is after we parked here last night, there was came out after an hour of parking, and there was a truck literally, you know, 4 inches from the back of the bus. So I took a photo of that truck thinking, you know, he's playing funny buggers, so I'll better just document the situation, because there was all that space behind the bus empty. There was that truck up there last night, but there was nothing behind us until he came along, and he squashed in really tight behind us, which kind of worried me, so I took a photo. If a truck parked right up his ass, he wouldn't be able to get out. We'd have to move for him to get out, but no trucks parked behind him all night. I did check it out, but this morning, 6 AM, bang! He's driven straight over the back of the trailer. So he pushed all that in, woke us up, and was happy to exchange details, but was totally rude about it. He's like, mate, I usually park here. So, you know, I just didn't expect to see you there. I didn't realise you had the trailer on, but he parked his truck the night before behind the trailer, so he knew the trailer was there. And yeah, I was really shocked that he did what I thought he'd do, which was create more dramas. And I don't know, for whatever reason, envy or just, you know, bitterness, I suppose. He just sits in his truck all day, really sad. He wanted to make us pay, and I've had to pay. So I'm not really worried about the damage, but then when I looked at this wheel, I realised, dun dun dun, this wheel is totally skew-it. So it's actually, you can see the rim goes outward here, and here it's totally bent inwards, which means it's buckled the rim. I'm pretty sure it hasn't damaged the hub because the threads are all nice, and I'm just gonna have to whack the spare tire on it. I inspected the rest of the bus, the hookup and the all under here. I inspected the whole tow hitch mechanism, and it's all looking good, but I think it was just the weight pushing down on that wheel just crushed that wheel. So I don't want to go through insurance and everything for that, but I called the police and I just wanted to let them know, and they didn't want to know about it as well. And you know, I'm on the Gold Coast, and there's a lot of busy people around here. It's a bit of a hectic town, and you know, I'm not parked in a truck stop. It's just on the side of the road, park out the front of Bunnings, or behind Bunnings. Bunnings is just there. And pretty rude awakening. Story's over. Guy got what he wanted, caused us some drama, probably felt a little bit better about it, told his mates at lunchtime. Move on from this experience, and luckily I got the spare, and I'll just whack it on there and I'll replace that rim at some stage. Bummer.
Go to your insurance company, mate.
No, I mean, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next?
Firebomb through the window, mate.
Yeah, mate.
What's the problem? I think it's the work, mate.
That's how it's meant to look. That's how she looks. Looks buckled, but I'm going to try and whack it there. Try and panel beat it back into shape. That looks good there. This up here has to come down. I'm going to whack it with a hammer. Not going to happen. Moved a little bit, but it's to start going down there. It's too much hard work. Give up. Alright, I'm at the tyre joint. Finally getting new tyres on the old girl. Hopefully it'll drive a bit straighter now. These tyres haven't got an outside chunky wall, that's just smooth on the outside edge. I'm looking very grey, need to colour my hair. Sorry about that, but yeah, after getting the bus serviced and getting the tyres put on, I got nice new tyres now. We've moved literally just across the road from, that's the industrial estate where I got all the work done on the bus over there on the other side of that little highway thing. While I was getting the tyres tested, I walked across the road here because I wanted to go to the shopping mall, which is behind those trees over there, and I came through this way here and discovered this nice little spot with a court, so no traffic, no noise. Still getting weird feelings, but that's what happens when you live on the road. And this is kind of like a impromptu four-wheel drive track, because lots of four-wheel drivers come here, and it doesn't bother me. I don't care. So they come up here, come in over there, there's jumps, there's a mud section there where they drive through the mud, obviously, and that's the shopping mall there. It's a beautiful open air shopping mall. So yeah, I've got to, after having that incident, realising that I've got a noisy bearing on the trailer, so I'll do this bearing on the trailer in the next few days, because that has to be done. You can't have bearings wearing out when you're towing a car. So I'm kind of grateful that the guy crashed into me, because I wouldn't be able to, I would never check that. I would just expect something to go bang and then I'll do it. But now that I've realised that it's actually worn, I will replace the bearing. This one's fine. I've looked on YouTube and I've found tutorials on how to change the bearing, which is pretty simple. A little bit of an effort, but I'll get it. And yeah, so we're off to the beach. We're about 10 minutes from 15-minute drive from the Gold Coast, or Surfers Paradise. Alright, let's have a look. You got some new pants to do?
No, I didn't buy it. You're gonna buy.
This is the same as Haruka.
Yeah.
She's got exactly the same, yeah.
Oh.
And what about you kids? What did you find?
Oh, this
Red bag.
This is a little dog.
Oh, it goes inside there, does it?
Yeah, it's a lunch bag.
A lunch bag? It looks like it's a little house for an animal.
No. It's for the dog.